Good evening, everybody. This is Jeff. I'm standing in the middle of my art studio, and I wanted to show you a few things that are going on in here tonight, as well as going on to the regular show. Everything that's in this room is actually for sale, so if you see anything you like, please send me an email, and I will talk it over with you. Next thing, this show, I think this is my 5th show, is going to be here on Facebook, but also if you go to www.geoformphotography.com, my webpage, you will see that the things here are on my landing page. My landing page will be the catalog for this show. So we'll take a quick little tour of this room and then we'll get on to the actual sale. The beautiful one is a life-size bronze. The painting coming up next is the Saturday afternoon is a 5-foot by 3-foot painting, oil painting. The Millennial is one of my favorites. It's obviously shows what millennials are all about, with tattoos and studs and strange haircuts. The Dancer, Cantapasto at its best. The Wanderer is a dot painting. I'm not sure you can see that well in this video. This one's called Sunday Morning, and boy, that robe is hard to paint. I don't know why I put her in that robe. The next piece is one of my favorite 3D pieces. This is all done with Brookstone. It's called The Sleeper. My original Brookstone sculpture called Pebble Ray, and one of my very first mandalas is... The first piece tonight is actually a puzzle. I've had a lot of folks ask me about the puzzle, if some of my pieces could be made into puzzles, so I thought, why not? It took me a little while to find a company that made nice puzzles, and this does have really good quality puzzle here. It comes in a nice little carrying box with the image on it, and then the pieces themselves come in a resealable bag. What I really like about this puzzle is the pieces are really high quality. I'm not sure you can really see that by me not picking one up, but they're really nice quality. The images are sharp and clear, and the colors are fantastic. And as you can see, I just barely started this thing. Haven't got too many pieces in place yet, but I think you might like this. This is what would normally be your cover box, the image on your box cover, but they've gone a step further. It is the same size as the puzzle, and what's nice about it is they've mapped it out so you can see where the actual puzzle pieces are, so you can find that puzzle piece like right there and put it in place. So if you get lost, and a piece like this I think wouldn't be that hard to get lost, you have help. But anyway, this puzzle piece is of I Love Candy, and it is on sale tonight for $99. I Love Candy. Piece number 2 is called Afterthought. Afterthought is on metallized paper. What I like about the metallized paper is that it gives you very rich blacks. If I can stand in where you can only see the rich black. And then the highlights reflect light because there's metal showing. So it gives a very contrasty piece. This piece, Afterthought, is part of the yoga series, and it's mostly made up of yoga poses. But I really love the way the final mandala worked out. Its size is 12 inches by 12 inches, but the overall size with the mat and frame is 19 inches by 19 inches. What I do like about it as well is that it's really a handsome piece. I can't stress that enough. I walk by it and I go, gosh, that turned out to be such a nice piece. I am going to be selling this tonight for $154. Normally it would be $193, but on sale tonight, $154. Next piece is called Texas Wildflower. As you can see, I moved things around a little bit from where they were before, but Texas Wildflower, I wanted to get it in a position where you could see how the metallized material works with lighting affecting it. Where it was before, you couldn't really see that. Texas Wildflower is 12 inches by 12 inches. It is cut on a laser cutter, computer-controlled laser cutter. So it makes it slightly more expensive than you might think for a 12 by 12. It's normally cost $187 if you were to order it, but tonight I'm selling it for $101. The next piece is one of my favorites. It's been around a little while. I originally had this matted and framed at a professional shop, so it's really done extremely well. It's got the non-glare glass. It is a very large piece for a print. It is 24 inches by 24 inches with the matte, black matte and frame comes out to 29 inches by 29 inches. It would cost about $600 to do. I'm going to pull back quick to show you how nice it works as a headboard piece. And that's why it's there. I just thought, yeah, that would look great on a headboard. I've tried this piece in a number of different places and on a number of different walls, different colors and such, and it always works really well. People really love this piece. I've had lots of comments about it. It feels a little bit like a flower, but then it also feels like little flames and flickers of flame all in a huge vortex. But when you get closer, you can start to see that it's jumping and dancing figures again. This piece would normally be $600. Tonight is the most expensive piece I'm selling, but tonight $520. I want to stress to everybody that all these pieces are limited edition, especially the round cut ones, and will be signed by the artist, dated, and numbered as limited editions. Piece number 5 is I Love Candy. This is the same piece that was made into the puzzle earlier, but this is printed on acrylic. Now, the reason people print on acrylic, I'm going to keep zooming in here, is because of the color resolution. Just gorgeous, and the detail just does not stop. So that's why people go through the slightly more expensive material to get a print done. Again, I have this hanging as a diamond because I think it gives it more energy, but also it takes up a little bit more wall space. So if you're looking to save a little money but still get that beautiful saturation of color and detail, then this might be a way to go. Of course, you can hang it squarely. It's actually made to hang square. It's normally $273, but tonight $218. Jump for Joy is one of my traditional style prints. What I mean by that is when we used to print photography traditionally with film, this would be a piece that you would normally only get to print about 10 inches by 10 inches. If you started printing those small negatives too large, they would get soft and fuzzy. So you really kind of had a limitation. So this is kind of copying that printing method and the use of the matte and frame as well. But here's what's the trick here. When you get closer to this, and now I'm only 6 inches away and still the detail is just gorgeous. And so it's a very intimate piece. You're really a one-on-one relationship with a piece at that size. And that's what I missed about traditional photography and what we do nowadays. We print everything so large. But the Jump for Joy is 9 inches by 9 inches with the frame and matte. It comes to 17 inches by 17 inches. Normally $240. On sale tonight for $192. Jump for Joy. The next piece is another one of those metal pieces, cut, circle cut. Again, I wanted to put it in a place where you could really see the color or the metal dancing around and how it affects the piece. And this piece is called X Posture. And X Posture is 24 inches by 24 inches. Again, the circle cut round material. $256 normally, but it's $198 on sale tonight. Just love the way it shimmers. The next piece is called Jump, and it's a sister piece to Jump for Joy. It's the same size, 9 by 9, and overall 17 by 17. They would look really wonderful together as a duptych. I can't say that word. But anyway, they would look great together side by side. And they were done only about a few weeks apart from each other as well. So, Jump is $240 normally, and again, the same price, $192 on sale tonight. It's number 8 on your catalog. Number 9 is called the Dandelion. Most folks who've been following me at all will remember the Dandelion. It was a piece lots of folks really loved. And look, it's back where it was originally. It's back in the living room. Hey, Soph. So anyway, what I really liked about it was the fact that it really hides what it is very well. It looks like a mature dandelion about to go to seed. People love it, they stare at it, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, that's not what it really is. And I kind of like that moment when people get to that moment. It's 24 by 24 canvas. Usually it would be $264, but tonight it is on sale for $196. I think this would look great with a white floating frame. I don't know, I have floating frame on the mind lately, but I think it would look great that way. Next piece, number 10. Number 10, you can see again, I'm really getting caught up with hanging things as a diamond rather than a square, but it can be hung square. This is called Crack the Whip, and Crack the Whip is the same model in the same pose over and over again, but I took her and shrank her down in concentric circles and got it to the point where she's just touching fingers. And what it ended up looking like was Homer's Crack the Whip, that famous painting, American painter. And so that's where it gets its name, Crack the Whip. Fun use of color, rainbow style. It's a fun piece. It is 14 inches by 14 inches with the frame, and mat is 22 inches, $327. But tonight on sale for $258. Now we're coming to Crystal Color. Crystal Color is actually the giveaway this month, and Crystal Color is printed on acrylic. I love the color in it. I love the laciness of it. It's almost decorative in its style. It's not how I intended it, but that's what it ended up looking. It is also one of the circle cuts, which makes it quite expensive. This is like $315 if you ordered it, but it's a part of the September giveaway. And I want to make the announcement on who won this piece. Her name is Bonnie. I don't have her last name, but I do have her email, FergBonnie85. So Bonnie, I hope you're listening, and I'll send you an email after the show tonight. And all I need is your mailing address, and we'll get this shipped out to you as soon as possible. Congratulations, Bonnie. Number 12 is called Quasar. Quasar is the same model you saw in the X Posture image, the yellow X Posture image. And this piece is far more simple. It's less involved. But what I really liked about it was the undulating posture and the differences between muscle groups and joints and things gave this kind of a pulsing effect. I added the lighting effect to enhance that. And now you can see why I call this Quasar, because it seems to be pulsating like a quasar. It is item number 12. It is 14 by 14 inches, 22 inches overall with the mat and frame. And it would normally be $327, but tonight it is $258 on sale. Again, this will be signed and dated and limited edition. This will be actually item number 1 of 25. The next piece. This one again is all about color and detail. Front to back is printed on metal. So that's the second level of expensive materials that you see lots of people talking about nowadays. And it gives you that beautiful color and detail. When I designed this piece, I used very pastel colors, but I was really worried on how well they would print in different materials. So I went right to metal with this one, and wow, when I opened up that box, that color was perfect. I couldn't be happier with the color of this piece. And the detail again is very wonderful. I'm so happy with this piece. Again, I did the diamond-shaped hanging of this because the piece itself is 16 inches by 16 inches. And you see it fills up the space the same as these 22 inch by 22 inch pieces. It fits in there perfectly. So again, I like the color saturation of the metal. It really is wonderful. It's a little bit more expensive than other materials, but this piece would normally be $148, but on sale tonight for $124. The next piece, the last piece, well, almost the last piece, number 14, is Wheel in the Sky. And Wheel in the Sky, it turns out, even though this is nearly the last piece of the show tonight, Wheel in the Sky is one of the very first pieces I ever did. Originally it was in black and white, but I hand colorized it and then put it into this sky pattern in the back. And all of a sudden I couldn't think of anything other than Magritte, Rene Magritte's floating hats and things in the sky. And it has the same kind of color feel as those paintings, so I actually ended up liking this so much better once that thought entered my head. So Wheel in the Sky is 14 inches by 14 inches, 22 inches overall, with the mat and frame, $327, but today it is on sale for $258. Again, this will be signed and dated by the artist and limited edition. I think this is 2 of 25. So anyway, I love this piece. I'm going to replace it if I sell it. There's a few in here I will be doing that with, and that's one of them. So this is the bonus piece. I was only going to be selling 14 pieces tonight, but I added the puzzle. So once I added the puzzle, I all of a sudden had 15 pieces. And this is the Plastic Dream. The Plastic Dream is really the favorite of most all of the people I've talked to, and I've sold quite a few of these in different forms. I think it's because it's so painterly. I love the color use again. I used patterns, layering, transparencies, all these kind of things to make this work. The thing about it is it's large. It's 36 by 36. It's printed on 1/2-inch foam core. It would normally run $198, but it's on sale for $156 today. I think this would look great with, yet again, another floating frame. And I think if you picked this cyan color as the frame, it would really pop off the wall. I think it looks quite handsome without a frame anyway, and I have it over my desk. It's a real mesmerizing piece. I think that's what makes it people's favorites. So that's the show tonight. I hope you saw something you liked. Again, we'll be back in a month for another show. But please send me an email if you have any questions. Again, you can order right now during the show all sale prices are going to last 2 or 3 days, maybe into the middle of next week. I will keep the landing page of my web page up at least until then, and the sale prices will be good until I take that down. So have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you again in a month. Good night.